All right, guys. Today definitely feels different. Today we are diving into an album that so many people have called one of the most emotional, atmospheric, and beautifully written indie folk records, of the last decade. The Weatherman by an artist, called Gregory Alan Isakov. Yes, hopefully I'm getting that pronunciation right. Now I'm gonna be honest. I've seen this album recommended, over and over again in the comments, forums, Reddit threads, people saying this is the kind of music that, finds you at the exact moment, that you need it. And from everything I've heard about this album, it's not really designed, to be loud or, flashy. I mean, it's quiet, it's reflective, it's the type of album that, creeps into your soul slowly. Apparently, Gregory Alan Isakov, actually, scraped an entire version of this project before rebuilding it, because it didn't feel emotionally honest enough. Then he went into the Colorado mountains and recorded this album in isolation, and people say you can feel that loneliness and atmosphere in the music itself. Yes, this is based on a few facts that I pulled up, and honestly I personally I love albums like that, the albums that don't try to scream at you. The albums that trust emotion, space, silence, storytelling. And from that, I definitely understand, the Weatherman, is full of themes like loneliness, memory, uncertainty, longing, emotional healing, trying to navigate life, when you don't really have all the answers. And even the title itself, the Weatherman, is apparently symbolic. Gregory talked about how weather forecasts are basically people trying to predict uncertainty, and this album seems to use the weather as a metaphor for emotions, for relationships and life itself. So before we press play on this project, I already feel like this is gonna be less of a casual listen and more of an experience. And honestly, those are my favorite type of albums to react to. So if you're new on here, welcome to the channel. We do music reactions and album breakdowns, lyric analysis, and first time listens just like this. So if you enjoy real authentic music conversations, and make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and then turn notification on, because we've got a lot more legendary albums coming. And one more thing, I want you all to let me know in the comments where does this album, Weatherman, ranking Gregory Alan Isakov's discovery, and what song on this album emotionally destroyed you the first time you heard it. Now, listening to this on my Spotify, and from what I'm seeing here, this album comes with 13 songs. Yes, spans a little over 41 minutes and 35 seconds to be exact. Yes. Like I said, first time hearing it, first time about to check his music out, so I'm super excited for this one. First song off of this album is titled Amsterdam. Yes, let's take a listen, guys. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Whoa.
All inside our Amsterdam she hides watery eyes.
Nice. I love the
That
vocals.
howling wind, she's waving high.
Okay.
Her other hands in mine.
Wow. Sounds so sad.
All the silhouette, she's growing tall and fine.
Okay, she's growing tall and fine.
She's got my back.
She's got my back.
She'll follow me down every street.
Wow.
No matter what my crime.
Guys. Yeah. Wow.
All inside she's easy on the eye.
Okay, guys. Yes, so that was the first song titled Amsterdam. Yes, and wow. Guys, we definitely have to hold on this. That opening instantly, push you into the world, of this album, in my opinion. The acoustic textures feel so spacious and cinematic, but at the same time, incredibly intimate. It sounds like somebody whispering their thoughts, into the cold night air. The thing about Gregory already, guys, his voice doesn't overpower you. It almost flows through the instrumentation. And lyrically, I feel like he writes in fragments and images, instead of, straightforward storytelling. That is what makes, this feel poetic. I also feel like this doesn't feel like a song trying to, entertain you. It feels like a memory. The production is beautiful too. Those layered, folk textures, the distance, atmosphere, the room sound, everything, feels organic and alive. Yeah, I loved it. What a way to actually open this album. And yeah, that's just what I think. Okay, so real question already. Where do you guys rank this song Amsterdam? And this man's discography, because this one feels special. And this is just a first listen, guys. This is definitely going to be a hell of an album. Yeah. Moving on to the second song titled Saint Valentine. Let's take a listen. Okay.
Well, Grace, she's gone. She's a half-written poem.
Wow.
She went out for cigarettes and never came home. And I swallowed the sun and screamed and wailed straight down to the dirt so I could find her trail spread out across the great divide.
Okay.
Well, I've just come to talk St. Valentine. I never pictured you living here with the rats and the vines. Ain't that my old heart hanging out on your line? Are you all fucked up, St. Valentine? Circle the bars on the promenade, while the girls in the glass, they just throwing me shade. And I'm saving my coins up for Jingle and Jane.
Okay.
She's out plucking strings in the pouring. She's out plucking strings in the pouring rain. St. Valentine.
Yeah.
I've circled this map till it caught on fire. Now gray she has left you, just skin and bone. Well, you hang up your head, but you can't call it home. Well, you've tried and you've tried, but you can't call it home. You're the loneliest one, St. Valentine. You're the loneliest one, St. Valentine. Oh, you're all fucked up, St. Valentine.
Yeah. All right, guys, the second song, Saint Valentine. And I feel like, this one has a little more movement. This is darker, slightly rougher emotionally. The percussion and the rhythm here, gives the album momentum, while still keeping that haunting folk atmosphere. One thing, I'm noticing immediately, Gregory definitely, understands a restraint. He never oversings, never overplays, never overloads the production. A lot of artists, would try to force, emotional moments, bigger than they need to be, but I feel like this album trusts silence, and honestly that makes it hit even harder. Guys, I loved it. So far so good. We're only 2 songs in. Moving on to the third song, titled Second Chances. Let's go.
All of my heroes sit up straight.
Okay.
They stare at the ground, they radiate. Me, I'm mumbling in the kitchen for the sun to pay off. Lonely as a ring on a cold coffee cup. I'm some sick hound digging for bones. If it weren't for second chances, we'd all be alone.
Yeah, with the second chances.
My hands, they were strangers lost in the night. All the waving around in the dusty light.
Wow.
I'm waiting in the wings while the trees undress. Cup in my ear to hear the wind confess. I'm a ghost in the garden, scaring the crows. If it weren't for second chances, we'd all be alone.
Wow.
I'm running from nothing, no thoughts in my mind. All my heart was all black, but I saw something shine. Thought that heart was yours, but it might just be mine. I could share it with you if you gave me the time. I'm all blood and knuckles, longing for home. If it weren't for second chances, we'd all be alone.
Wow. Guys, I love this. I really, really love this.
a black sinkhole. If it weren't for second chances, we'd all be alone.
All right, guys, that was the third song titled Second Chances. I mean, after listening to this song, I have to say, this is that song. This is definitely that song. I mean, the emotional weight in this track, it's so unreal. The instrumentation is so delicate. I mean, a cello, a bit of soft percussion, layered harmonies, but it definitely creates this massive emotional atmosphere. And I mean, the writing to me feels deeply human. This sounds like somebody reflecting on mistakes, regrets, and survival. The phrase second chances alone already carries so much emotional gravity. I completely understand why this song connects to this album on such a personal level. Yeah. Standout moment for me, guys. I mean, that build up in arrangement, incredible. It never explodes. It just emotionally expands. And honestly, I mean, the fact that this album stays underrated is exactly why it works. Yeah, I loved it, guys. Really so far so good. I'm loving the album. Moving on to the fourth song titled Living Proof. Whoa, let's go.
Night fell with bicycle bells, the dark had wooden teeth. Oh, we broke on up to hill country. The air was thin and sweet. Lord, the air was thin and sweet. She held on to my coat that night like a kid lost in her sleep.
Okay.
Oh, we warmed the ground, we hushed our sound. We slept on walking feet. Lord, we slept on walking feet. Oh, darling, pardon me.
Darling.
Can you help me remember?
Yeah. I love the way he said darling.
Free.
Yeah.
We were dust from our bodies and we were flicker and flame. Yeah, we burn till the morning, darling, pardon me. Off in the night, you can hear them bright, the sirens of the sea. Oh, and city birds and alley girls, they all just sing for free. Oh, they all just sing for free. Oh, darling, pardon me. Do I look familiar when we were just larkspur and leaves? We were strong through the tether. We were all silver and stone. We were the lust of the miners, darling, pardon me.
Wow.
Calico like phosphor in the sea. To the ground we fall, she owns us all. Kings and boys and beasts. Oh, kings and boys and beasts.
Wow. Let's go.
Oh, darling, pardon me. But do I look familiar when we were just flying free?
Okay.
And we burned from a freight train and we were
pardon me. Yes, guys. So that was the fourth song, Living Proof. This feels almost spiritual. The atmosphere on this album is absolutely insane. You know what this reminds me of? I mean, standing outside alone at like 2 a.m. just thinking about life. The layering, of instruments is so subtle. You almost don't notice how much is happening underneath. And Gregory, I mean, this man's voice feels less like a performance and more like internal dialogue. I read that a lot of this album was recorded in isolation in the Colorado mountains, and honestly you can hear that solitude in the music. Yeah, that's so damn sure. I love it, guys. Moving on to the fifth song, titled Time Will Tell. Let's take a listen. Whoa.
Turning in the grain again.
Okay.
The bells begin to chime. Time, she says.
Wow.
There's no turning back. Keep your eyes on the tracks.
Yeah.
Through the field.
Guys, I love
Somewhere
this.
there's blue. Oh, time will tell. She'll see us.
Whoa. Time will tell. She will see us through. Wow. Yeah. Ooh. Wow. Nice. I love this.
Howling out the windy hills, and all the time we took. You should know just how it steals. Keep your hand on the wheel, and through it all, somewhere we know, where time will tell, she'll see us through.
Wow, time will tell. She will definitely see us through.
And all fire and flames took all we trust. We're kicking up dust. Stations fade just like they do. Oh, time will tell, we always knew.
Yeah. Is that a whistle? Yeah. Wow, guys, I love this album.
Oh, time will tell, we always knew.
Wow, guys, I love this song. Yes, guys, that was the fifth song, Time Will Tell. Man, guys, this album really understands patience, in my opinion. I mean, this song feels like acceptance. The banjo textures, the soft spacing, the whispery vocal delivery, everything here, feels emotionally mature. This album doesn't chase hooks or trendy moments. It just exists in its own atmosphere. And honestly, that's refreshing. A lot of modern music feels desperate for your attention. This album quietly invites you in instead, and I love it. Wow, so far so good, guys. I'm loving the album so far. We are moving on to the sixth song, titled "Oh City Lights." Yes, let's go.
sweet morphine.
Wow.
Sweet morphine. Curls a smile when the sadness hits. Finds my face with fingertips. Have you seen her? The daughter of the heart of the highway.
Yeah.
She's curling up like smoke. Oh, city lights fly.
Yeah.
This speed, oh, heaven knows it ain't me behind the wheel this time. Through the hills you can hear them sing.
Wow.
Ah, Maria, ah, Maria.
Wow. Okay, so guys, that was the said song "Oh City Lights." This one is gorgeous. This one is absolutely gorgeous. This feels cinematic, in the best possible way. Like you're staring out at a city, whilst feeling emotionally disconnected from everything around you. One thing Gregory Alan Isakov does amazingly well to me is emotional ambiguity. You know exactly how the song feels, even when you can't fully explain what it means. That's difficult songwriting right there. And I loved it. I really, really loved this one. Moving on to the seventh song, Astronaut. Astronaut. Let's take a listen.
I work mornings in the old yard, digging in the ground. But I moonlight as an astronaut, mostly just sit around and howl. Won't you come to my house tonight? We could sleep on the floor. I got this window that looks out to Orion. I paid extra for. I'll forget about the sun. He's forgotten us by now. Kiss me so I remember how. We'll turn these sorrows into strangers. Buy 'em a ticket on a train and drop 'em off at the station. Watch 'em ride far away, far away, far away, far away.
Whoa.
Far away.
Okay. 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 All right. So the seventh song, Astronaut. Astronaut. And I feel like after listening to this song, I feel like this might be one of the most haunting songs on the album so far. You know, the loneliness, you know, in the track is unbelievable. I mean, the astronaut imagery, you know, to me works, you know, perfectly because I mean the song, you know, feels isolated, you know, floating and you know, disconnected. And those ambient textures in the background, you know, almost feels like, you know, empty space. You know, this album really feels less like a, you know, a collection of songs and more, you know, like one long, you know, emotional landscape. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's exactly how I feel about it. And so far, so good. I'm loving the album so far. Track 8. Moving on to track 8. Song is titled California Open Back. Yeah, let's take a listen. Wow. Is that like an instrumentation? Okay. All right, guys. So that was California Open Back. And I mean, this one feels like an, you know, interlude or a breath, you know, between emotional moments, in my opinion. I actually love, you know, the sequencing on this album. You know, everything flows naturally. There is no jarring transition anywhere. You know, and apparently, based on a few facts that I read, Gregory rebuilt this album, you know, after, you know, scraping an earlier version, you know, because it didn't feel emotionally honest enough. And honestly, you can feel the care, you know, that went into this project. There's no denying that. Yeah. Moving on to the 9th song titled The Universe. The Universe. Let's take a listen. Wow. Sounds like an acoustic guitar.
Universe, she's wandered.
Wow.
She's got bruises on her feet.
She's got bruises on her feet. Okay.
I sat down like I always did and tried to calm her down. Sent her my warmth and my silence, and all she sends me back is rain.
Yeah.
Rain. The universe, she's wounded.
Ooh.
She's still got infinity ahead of her.
She's still got infinity.
She's still got you and me.
Wow.
And everybody says that she's beautiful, beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. She's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful,
She's
beautiful,
beautiful.
beautiful. And everybody says. The universe, she's dancing now. They got her lit up on the moon. They got stars doing cartwheels, all the nebulas on the tune. The universe, she's whispering so softly, I can hear all the croaking insects, all the taxi cabs, all the bum spent change, all the boys playing ball in the alleyways. They're just folks in a dress. The universe, she's wounded, but she's still got infinity ahead of her. She's still got you and me. Everybody says she's beautiful, 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 beautiful. Oh, she's beautiful, 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 beautiful. And everybody says everybody says everybody says.
Wow. All right, guys, the ninth song, The Universe. After listening to this song, I honestly have to say this felt cosmic. You know, the instrumentation here is absolutely beautiful. There is something deeply reflective, about this track, in my opinion. I mean, the album, keeps balancing intimacy with vastness. 1 second, it feels like, Gregory, whispering directly into your ear. And the next, it feels like the music, stretches, infinitely outward. That contrast, I have to say, is incredible. I'm loving this album, guys. I mean, every song on here is a smash. Yeah, let me know what you think about this song down in the comment section. Moving on to the 10th song, Suitcase Full of Sparks. Let's take a listen. Bro. Yeah.
Traveling through the graveyard with a suitcase full of sparks. Honey, I'm just trying to find my way to you.
Yeah, trying to find my way to you.
Lit up every campfire I found out in the dark. Oh, I cut down all the cottonwood. Picked up all the arrowheads, all buffalo trails of the Indians. The Oklahoma sky is cutting through.
Wow.
Along the tracks with the runaway, he just talks and talks and talks.
Okay.
Honey, I'm just trying to find my way to you.
Trying to find my way to you.
I quit counting stars that night in the cold by the satellite field. And I quit panning gold, digging holes. Yeah, I'm just trying to find my way.
Ooh, okay, the harmonica. Yeah.
Swam across the poncho, took a train to Catalina. Opened up my guitar case and all the songs were blue. I haunted all the alleys, Lord, I drifted down the valleys. Honey, I'm just trying to find my way to you. And I quit casting hooks off the California coast we held so dear. I quit flashing smiles, running wild. Yeah, I'm just trying to find my way.
Wow.
Threw my bottle to the ocean.
Yeah.
She never wrote me back.
Okay.
All the countless days along the sea of blue. Learned the language of the mockingbird. She took and twisted all my words. Yeah, I'm just trying to find my way here. And I'll meet you in the graveyard with the winter trees and stars.
Yeah.
Oh, we could open up this suitcase full of stars.
Suitcase full of stars. Wow. All right, the 10th song, Suitcase Full of Stars. Bro, the songwriting is absolutely insane on this one. I mean, the imagery throughout this album, is so unreal. Gregory, to me, I feel like he writes like a poet, who trusts you to feel the meaning instead of, spelling it out. And this track, especially, feels like, emotional baggage, movement, memory, travel, longing, all wrapped into one. This might be one of my favorite, lyrical tracks, so far. And, yeah, that's just me. But I really need to know, what's your favorite song on this album so far? Because, I mean, right now, it's between Second Chances, Amsterdam, and this one for me. Share your thoughts about this one down in the comment section, guys. Moving on to the 11th song, titled Honey, It's All Right. Yeah, let's go.
Wake up, it's morning.
Whoa. Wake up, it's morning already.
Wake up, my darling.
My darling.
Wake up and see for yourself. You were woven in patchwork, clouded and haze, and you passed like a lover can be. Honey, it's alright.
Wow, honey, it's alright.
Honey, it's alright.
Oh my goodness.
It's alright to be alone.
Okay.
It's alright.
It's alright.
Honey, it's alright. It's alright to be alone. Despite all our shuffling, a train wreck talking, despite all our outfield saves,
Hearing this backup, vocals.
the treading water, the sea was your daughter, but now she's gone.
Okay.
Gone. It's alright, honey, it's alright. It's alright to be alone. Honey, it's alright. Honey, it's alright to be amongst the rubble and stone.
Okay. Honey, it's alright. Honey, it's alright. Oh man, this feels comforting. You know, I mean, after all the melancholy and emotional wandering across into this album, this track feels reassuring. You know, like somebody, you know, finally putting a hand on your shoulder and saying, you know, everything's gonna be okay. And those harmonies in the background, you know, are absolutely beautiful, guys. The production across this album definitely deserves, you know, so much credit. It's minimal, but, you know, incredibly immersive. Yes. Moving on to the 12th song, All Shades of Blue. Let's go. Yeah. Okay.
When the wine stops working and you're all run out,
The vocals.
and all of your high hopes have all headed south, and the songs left the stable and they never came home,
Right.
and there ain't no forgetting that you're out on your own. Turn the scrub oaks to timber and you're left without friends,
Wow.
and you don't put your book down even after it ends. Smoke curls up from the table in your quiet little room, and your heart's worn the handle of an old pushing broom. Broken bottles shine just like stars, make a wish anyway. Just you smile at a 60-watt bulb
Okay.
in my house that was darkened for days. Been thinking you probably should stay.
Thinking you probably should stay.
When the going is long gone and the kick drum won't kick, and you fumble with your fiddle, are you fresh out of tricks? And the horse flies are biting, but the fish never do, and your heart's 1,000 colors, but they're all shades of blue. Broken bottles shine just like stars, make a wish anyway. Just you smile at a 60-watt bulb in my house that was darkened for days. I've been thinking you probably should stay. Yeah, I think that you probably should stay.
Wow. Oh, okay. That whistle. I love it.
Our dreams on the windowsill, see those trees turning gold in the hills.
All right, guys. So that was the 12 songs, all shades of blue. And I really, really, really loved the vocals. I loved the instrumentation. I mean, and the whistle. I mean, at the end, it's just something else. I mean, there's no miss on this album. Every song that I've listened to so far is beautiful, and I love it. I really, really love it, guys. We are moving on, to the final song titled "She Always Takes It Back." Yeah, let's take a listen to the.
Dreaming of this golden grain, I'm falling from this shack, talking sweet to the queen.
Okay.
Wishing I was riding with the jacks.
Okay, Jax.
Walking proud and lonesome now. Oh, I'm yearning for the past.
Wow.
But I'd never say I love you, dear.
I'd never say I love you, dear.
Just to hear you say it back.
Just to hear you say it back. Whoa. Wow, that's deep. I'd never say I love you, dear. Just to hear you say it back. Wow. Yeah. I love this, guys.
I've heard the road to every truth. It's just a cul-de-sac. There's ladies and the lions there.
Wow.
But you know it's just an act. You search the world for the milk of the pearl. Oh, she always takes it black. But you'll love her till it all goes dark.
Yeah.
You'll love her even after that.
I'd never say I love you, dear, just to hear you say it back. Wow. That was actually my favorite line, by the way. Beautiful song, beautiful album, guys. I really loved listening to this album. Wow. Wow. Guys, yes. Wow. That ending was perfect. This album doesn't end with some, huge dramatic finale. It just slowly fades into, emotional acceptance. And honestly, that feels true, to the, entire experience. The whole album feels like memories, feels like loneliness, weather, roads, fading lights, hope hidden inside sadness. I completely understand, why people, describe this album as healing. Yeah, I loved it. Wow, guys. So, wow. So after sitting, with the Weatherman, from beginning to end, I completely understand why this album, means so much to people. This wasn't just an album to me, my personal opinion. This felt like an emotional, atmosphere. The first thing that stood out to me about this record is how quiet it is, and I don't mean quiet, in a bad way. I mean, emotionally confident. This album never, begs, for your attention. It trusts you to actually sit with it. And honestly, I feel like that restraint is what makes it so powerful. A lot of modern music try to, overwhelm you immediately with giant hooks, explosive choruses, or huge emotional moments. But Gregory Alan Isakov, does the exact opposite. In my opinion, I mean, he whispers, and somehow that whisper, hits harder than most artists screaming. For the sound and the production, beautiful. I mean, one of the strongest aspects, of this album, is the production. The album, sounds warm, it sounds organic, it sounds intimate and cinematic, all at once. You can hear the room ambience, the subtle, layering, the analog warmth, the space, between instruments. And I mean, because the arrangements, are so restrained, every little detail matters. The cello swirls, the distance in harmonies, I mean, the soft percussion, the banjo textures, the gentle acoustic guitar, patterns, nothing felt unnecessary. Everything felt intentionally placed. And apparently a lot of, this album, was recorded in isolation, in Colorado mountains, like I said earlier. And honestly, you can feel that isolation in the sound, in the soundscape. Sorry. The production doesn't just support the emotion, it creates the emotions. I mean, Gregory's vocals, man. Gregory's vocals, to me, I feel like this man, has, one of those voices that, feel human before it feels technically impressive. I love the fact that he's not trying to, overpower you vocally. I mean, he's not doing vocal, acrobatics. I mean, to me, he sings like someone quietly, processing life, in real time. And because of that, I feel like every lyric, feels personal. His voice almost melts into the instrumentation, instead of sitting on top of it. I feel like that creates this dreamlike atmosphere throughout the entire album. And honestly, to me, it makes the emotional moments feel incredibly authentic. For the lyricism of this album, I feel like this album's writing is beautiful, but what makes Gregory such a strong songwriter is that, I mean, he doesn't over explain anything. He writes in imagery. He writes in fragments. He writes in emotional snapshots. You hear city lights, you hear storms, you hear roads, you hear astronauts, you hear sparks, you hear weather, you hear movement, you hear empty spaces, and somehow all those images connect emotionally, even when the meanings remain, slightly mysterious. That's difficult, songwriting, in my opinion. A weaker songwriter, would try to explain every emotion, directly. But Gregory trusts the listener, and that poetic ambiguity, is exactly why this album, stays with you long after, it ends. This album, I love the fact that, I mean, for the album's themes, guys, we have uncertainty. I mean, this album, constantly feels like people trying to navigate life, without clear answers. And the title, the Weatherman, perfectly, represents that idea. And a weatherman predicts storms, predicts changes, predicts uncertainty. And I mean, throughout this album, I feel like Gregory, seems fascinated by how people, try to emotionally forecast, their own lives, love, loss, loneliness, time, hope. None of it, is predictable, and this album feels like, learning to live with that, uncertainty, instead of, fighting it. We also have themes of loneliness and isolation. To me, the album feels deeply solitary, but not in a dramatic or, self-destructive, type of way. It feels like, reflective loneliness, the kind where, you sit with your thoughts, long enough, to actually understand yourself. Songs like Astronaut, Amsterdam, especially, capture that emotional distance. There is this, constant feeling of drifting, throughout the album, like emotionally floating, through memories. We also have this theme of healing and acceptance. What surprised me most personally, is that despite all the melancholy, this album, never feels, hopeless. There is a sadness here. There is a longing. There's, emotional exhaustion. But underneath, all of it, there is warmth. There is humanity. There is acceptance. And by the time the album closes, with, she always takes it back, right? And I feel like it feels, emotionally peaceful, like the album, finally, learned how to breathe. Yes, After listening to this, my standout tracks for me, I loved, the first song, Amsterdam. I mean, this song instantly pushed you into the emotional, world, of the album. I mean, it's cinematic, it's atmospheric and haunting. One of the best opening tracks, I have heard, in indie folk. I loved Second Chances, probably the emotional centerpiece of the entire album, in my opinion. This song, feels fragile and massive, all at the same time. The emotional build-up, is subtle but devastating. I also loved Astronaut, one of the loneliest songs on the record. The space and emptiness in the production perfectly matches the theme. Then we have Suitcase, full of sparks. I mean, incredible songwriting. I mean, the track perfectly captures Gregory's ability to turn small images into huge emotional moments. I also loved She Always Takes It Back. I feel like that song is the perfect closer. It doesn't end dramatically. It fades out like acceptance. And honestly, that fits the entire emotional journey perfectly. Guys, one may ask, what makes this album so special? To me, personally, what separates this album, The Weatherman, from a lot of indie folks, albums, is emotional patience. The album understands silence. It understands atmosphere. Definitely understands restraint. And because it never forces emotions onto you, the emotions hit even harder. This feels less like listening to songs and more like wandering through somebody's emotional memories. So for my final verdict, I genuinely think this album by Gregory Alan Isakov, The Weatherman, is one of those albums that grows deeper the more you spend time with it. This is rainy night music. I mean, long drive music, stare out the window type of music. Healing music. Existential music. Comfort music. I mean, it's beautiful without trying too hard. It's emotional without becoming melodramatic. And to me, it creates an atmosphere that stays with you long after the music drops. Yes, so for my final rating, I'll definitely give this a hard 9.5 out of 10. A truly immersive indie folk experience. This is definitely not an album built around singles, but an album built around feeling. And honestly, those are usually the albums that last forever, in my opinion. So that is just me. That's just what I think about this album after listening to it. Now, I really, really want to hear what you guys, also have to say. I need to hear your thoughts. What's your favorite songs, on this album, The Weatherman? What lyric, hit you the hardest? For me, I have two. I can definitely say, time will tell, she'll see us through. And then I'll never say I love you, dear, just to hear you say it back. I love that. I mean, let me know your style in the comment section. And where would you rank this album, in this man's, catalog? This is my first reaction, to his music. So I look forward to checking out more from him. So if you enjoyed this reaction and review, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications, for more deep album experiences like this. I appreciate you for hanging out with me. And until the next one, definitely catch you. Peace out.